beware, for today is going to be a spooky topic. Ooh. Oh no. Do not get spooked, for we are talking about ghosts and shit. Oh, that was unphotogenic. So we're talking about ghosts today, right in time for the spooky season, actually. So I'm just kidding. This was made on December 2nd. So yesterday. You may be wondering why Gavin? Why are you talking about ghosts and shits right now, today, of all days? And that's because I like to. The ghost of Christmas past, present, and future are real things. I think. I don't know. Is Santa Claus a ghost, or is he just a spiritual entity? That's what we're going to be covering today. That kind of shit. So we should probably start talking about what exactly is a spiritual entity. So luckily for you, I have wrote all of them down right here. I'm going to have to re-record that because that voice crack was horrible. But anyway, we got God, the devil, ghosts, spirits, karma, luck, fate, and destiny. Now, these bottom four are if you're not like a super spiritual person, right? So let's think about like, oh, you don't believe in like God or the devil or spirits or any that kind of nonsense, but you're a karma person, you know? So like you believe in karmic relationships, or you think luck comes and goes, you know, that type of shit. Or like all of this is fate/destiny. I think that's self-explanatory. But these are the main ones that people believe in. I personally believe that there is a God out there. I don't know who or what, but I think that there's a God. I think there's devils. I think ghosts and spirits are pretty cool. Yeah, I think they exist. And I do believe in like karma, luck, fate, destiny. I'm on this. This is all me as well. But these are things that most people believe in as well. Let's get into how they communicate. They communicate through a variety of ways, but they're all mainly like events that happen in your life. So I've got a few listed right here. So you got dreams, disease, natural disasters, or just other random events. So think about like winning the lottery or breaking your leg outside of showbiz. In the movie Christmas Carol, and I'm going to be talking about the Scrooge McDuck one because that's the good one. The spirits communicated to him through visions, right? They took him through time, Christmas past, Christmas present, and then the dreadful Christmas future because he had no Christmas spirit, which I get, dude. These are the main ways that a lot of people feel anyway. These are like the reported incidents, because you got to keep in mind a lot of these are just reported incidences, incidai, and there's like no other ways to like prove it. Like it's unempirical, I think is the word I'm looking for. You can't, they're unfalsifiable. See, I did learn something from my psychology of pseudoscience class. Shout out Professor Joyner, soon to be Dr. Joyner, soon to be. People feel like spiritual entities commute with them in those kinds of ways. I can talk about like other ways of how I felt these things applied to me, but I'm sure you can probably think of a time or two where you're like, that was way more than a coincidence to be like just random chance, right? So now we're going to be talking about famous encounters that have happened with like ghosts, like famous reported encounters, right? So the first one I want to talk about is the Charlie doll. If you guys don't know the story about the Charlie doll, basically there was this slave woman who knitted her slave master's son a doll. The doll just turned out to be very, very creepy. They say anytime like you make fun of it, or like you take a picture without asking it, or hang out with it for a certain amount of time, is going to kill you. Like you're going to die. A bunch of people have died because of the Charlie, not because of the Charlie doll, but in associated to the Charlie doll. There's a big correlation, you know. We can't say this causes that, because I just got a weird side eye from somebody. I'm in the library right now, and somebody just walked by and this. Anyways, back to my story. For the record, I do love Mr. Charlie doll. I do, okay? Dolls are scary, man. There's this person way out in the boonies around where I live who have mannequin legs as their mailbox, and that's creepy to me. Another spiritual encounter that's like famous is the Weeping Mary statue. I don't remember where this took place, but there was a statue of Mother Mary somewhere, and all of a sudden one day she just started crying. That was like a sign for a lot of people that God is indeed real, and Mother Mary is crying because we're so sinful nowadays, which, I mean, I can see. You guys have heard of haunted houses. You know haunted houses and what they are. I don't think I need to go into much detail about this, but there's a reason why people are scared of haunted houses, right? Because it's fucking scary, man. I wouldn't. Well, I can't say that. I don't want to step foot in a haunted house, but I think my aunt's house is haunted. Let me tell you about this. One time, me and my cousins were up past 3 a.m. Spooky hours in my aunt's house, and her house is laid out to where like you have let me draw it out. This is basically the layout of my aunt's house, right? So you got the living room right here, the kitchen here, they're connected, and then this is connected to like this bigger room. Here's a hallway that connects the both of them, bedroom, and then this is the study. This is where me and my cousins were, right? And the kitchen doors right here, there are 2 kitchen doors that go into that kitchen from the study, right? This is very good for getting Pop-Tarts at 7 in the morning whenever you're late for church. So these doors were closed, right? And we were chilling in the study. We were like 10, 11, and all of a sudden we hear all these pots and pans like banging on the wall, banging on the floor. Nobody is awake at this time besides us, and we just heard clang, clang. It was like an Asian naming festival. For the record, I am Asian, okay, so it's not racist. Anyways, we're sitting there, we're hearing all these pots and pans bang around in the kitchen. So we get spooked and we hide under the covers, as you do. So we get out of the blanket because this doesn't stop for like the next 10 minutes, and we're finally like, okay, let's go check it out. We get like his iPad. He has a big ass iPad with a flashlight, and I find a ruler just randomly because they had a meter stick for whatever reason in the study room. And so I get a ruler, I get this meter stick, and we're walking out there, I'm holding it like a sword. It's like, and then we open the door. Okay, this is the creepy part. We open the door. There was nobody there. Everything was like in place. Nothing was flying around. It was just normal. I don't know what we were hearing, but there was nothing there. But yeah, that was crazy. So why do people believe in these spiritual beings and encounters? I think a big reason is because we need to make sense of the world that we live in, There's just some things that we don't get. Like, why do people get cancer at such a high rate? Why do people murder? And we can explain this through like evolution and disease, but sometimes that's just not enough. Why should you believe in ghosts? Like, what's the point in all of this? Why do you listening to me tell this? Half of the reason is because it's really fun, and the other half is because it's important to keep your and the other reason is because it's important to keep your brain open to these kinds of things. The chances of you running into an on-God ghost or God is very, very low, but it's never zero. But yeah, I don't know. It was just very fun to it's just very fun to think about. Anyways, happy Halloween and Merry Christmas.